This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Hold on. It takes a half of a light year to actually turn this thing. Oh fuck. Alright.
Let's go back a little bit.
Oh, okay. It's not like I'm gonna get my head blown off if I lose, so.
Alright, that's good. Alright. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go on 10. Oh, you fucking got me. You literally got me by a fucking bumper.
Is that the
What
same?
did you change?
Nothing. You can watch my stream right now.
I must have fucked up.
You gonna do more, or you gonna?
Nope. Deal's a deal. I gotta paint my fucking Viper pink.
Okay.
You have been drag racing all day, so well, with that at least. Seeing you didn't even have to paint your fucking Viper pink. All that over this.
Well, that's not good then.
What?
I made your wiper pink now. Technically,
Oh, well.
you did, because you're the one that gave me the tune.
Yeah? Fuck. This thing is gonna be ugly as shit. Delish. Should I go like a Barbie pink or like a purple pink? Or... Definitely going salmon. You like a purple pink. There we go. Metallic.
Dude, I have a good idea. Next time, if someone loses, they have to make a car livery that says something very offensive.
Fuck Hillary Clinton.
No. Oh my god. Alright. She hates video games. She hates violent video games, so.
I honestly want to put that on one of my cars.
Dude, in Top Gear, they went to all the way down to Alabama, and they did like a challenge to write offensive things onto each other's car, like to the people down there, and one of them, like May or something, wrote or Clarkson wrote on May's car or something like that, wrote what's it called, Hillary for president on the car's left side.
Fuck that.
In the video, and the episode wasn't even scripted. They actually genuinely were about to get attacked by a bunch of rednecks. Like it was in the news.
Well, I can assure you that my Viper is definitely fucking pink. But
Oof.
I'm gonna hit the hay.
And they also had NASCAR sucks, Western music sucks, and
Fuck NASCAR. Fuck NASCAR. NASCAR is so fucking stupid.
but like people down there are really emotional about that. And
Fuck them. They can kiss my ass.
Western music is rubbish, and what was the other thing? Men love is okay. Men
Okay,
love
now
rules.
that's fucked up.
Imagine what a person in Florida would think of that, or like Alabama.
Fuck that.
Man, love it rules. Mm.
Work on my fan. Fucking fan in my bedroom. Wait and wheeze. Fuck.
Oh my god, there's a TV show where oh, it's such an offensive thing.
Nigga,
That
come here. Ooh.
I'm not gonna say the name of the show because I don't really like the show anymore. But there's this show that they had an airplane and added like a paper attached to the airplane flying over like a city, and it said Jesus sucks on the poster, and like the person pissed off a lot of people over that.
Hmm. Damn.
I'm not surprised people would get pissed off at that.
Neither. Alright, I'm going to bed.
All right, good night.
Later, bud.
Oh yeah, good night, sir. Oh my god, guys. I just made his wiper pink. Oh, holy damn. Dude, that kind of felt like a dick move there, but shit. I kind of feel terrible for doing that. Oh, I can hear you again, Cameron. Mmm. I made the OG's wiper pink. Cause yeah, cause we did a pink slip drag race and I beat him, and then now he has to paint his car pink. Okay, I'm gonna do the what's it called? Everyone, I'm gonna do the special route X grind that I promised you guys. Uh, Talk about offensive stuff, liveries. I made a Subaru livery that says something really not sensitive, camera, and people that are gonna watch this video pretty soon. That Subarus are associated with vapors, people that vape a lot, vape, and I put on the car that vape is better than Jesus, because vaping is like a religion to the Subaru owners, Vape Nation. Is that messed up, camera? Is that offensive? I made a car livery saying vape is better than Jesus. And I sent it to Isaac, and he actually like saying lol. So wait, because I mean, let's try to make like a kind of a vape nation stereotypical kind of a livery. So I hope anyone that watches this video doesn't get offended. I might get age. This video is gonna get age restricted probably. Because I've been seeing the videos that are inappropriate thing. This video maybe not be appropriate on my videos. If I ever make it into the monetization period, I probably should not speak like this, say shit like that. But it's not relevant right now. It doesn't matter if I say offensive stuff because I don't have monetization yet. So anyway, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna do this thing like I started in the part one. Part 1. Oh wait, Special Stage Route X. This is a build or a tune slash money guide from Hammer Studios Gaming. I can't really put a link in the description yet because I don't know how to do that. But check out his channel. Just look in the description. It just shows like on the description his name, Hammer Studios Gaming, and then check out his channel. Make sure to subscribe to him. He's a really good content creator. Content creator. Uh, Sorry about that. And yeah, he makes really good, useful guides and Gran Turismo Sport. Good discussion called. He has this podcast series called Beards and Cars, and etc. Anyway, I'm gonna start this grind. I'm not gonna do much. I'm gonna do one lap just for intense purposes. Show off the thing. No, his guide said 2 laps. So yeah, make sure it's a rolling start. 20 cars. OG left. He went to sleep because he doesn't have late start like we do. Okay.
It's not even that we have a late start. That's so much.
Group 2. What time is it? Let's say
2.
Okay. Okay. Group 2, and then put on professional. Oh, what? Whoops. Put on professional difficulty. So break it down here. Put 2 laps. This will give you close to 100,000 credits, plus 50%. Because if clean race, if you don't crash into anything in the race, then you'll make like 40,000 extra. So 50,000, close to 50,000, and then 20 cars, 20 start being starting grid 20. Rolling start, 82 feet, rolling start interval, no boost, weak slipstream, so they can't catch up to you. In Group 2, it's a reason why, because Group 2 cars can't do over 185 miles per hour. Professional difficulty. So make the maximum profit. This should give us around $140,000 in the game. 147, I do remember. I did 2 at a time. Hold on, everyone. I'm gonna unmute Zed. Actually, that's not. No. It's really loud. Okay. This is the tune, everyone. This is the tune that he made. Give the credit to him, not me. I'm not responsible for this. This is what the tune is. Check out his videos, tunes that he makes. Hammer Studios Gaming.
Why do you keep shouting him out?
Because I want people to understand his name here. Oh, someone is watching. Hello there, viewer. We're gonna be doing starting a Special Route X grinding race here. Money guide here. Wow. There's an AI that has the same name as I do. D.Nagy. That's interesting. That is very interesting. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is gonna be... Oh, okay. Leave the live stream. Alright, I left the live stream, okay. That's coolio. Slipstream should make our car go up with these race cars over here. We should catch up to them. Wait. Caleb, was that you watching the video? Or that was actually someone else? Where did Caleb go? Just avoid everyone here. Don't even crash, just keep going. Hold down R2 as long as you can. And the neat thing about this is a normal session, so it's not online, so you could pause it anytime you want. So your finger doesn't hurt. If you do like 10 laps around here, which I did once, a 1 hour endurance race, you could just pause every 20 minutes, get something else. You could like do something else, get food. Pretty cool. I mean, this mission can get a little boring sometimes, but hey, you're making nice money, and this is especially really good because this is a low level guide here. This car is really cheap, and it's only N300. It's like not that hard to get it up to here. And it's fast for an N300 car. It's pretty fast for it. Hey, sir.
Hello?
So was that you that was watching the video, or that was actually someone else? Caleb.
What do you mean?
So one person was watching the stream, but he left.
I didn't watch your stream.
Oh. So
I was gone most of the time.
This,
Okay, let me...
This, race... What? This stream should... this race should last about 12 minutes. Just under 12 minutes. So, close to 150,000 in 12 minutes. Pretty much what it is. 10 laps is 1 hour in this game. So let's see, 600,000 an hour plus the 50% bonus. So yeah, that's a lot of money. If I'm correct. No, never mind. It's 300,000 in 1 hour plus 150,000, so that's like $450,000 an hour if you do this method. Or like actually no, it's 500,000. Because I do remember I got 508,000 from this, so it's 508,000 in less than an hour. So this is a pretty good money method. So in 2 hours, you should make just over a million credits in this game, and in 4 hours you could buy a Veyron. 4 hours of doing this, you could buy yourself a Bugatti Veyron. $2 million. 2 hours. I mean 2 hours. It's like 5 million. No. 3 million. That's 3 million a day, pretty much. It's almost as good as the GTA 5 solo money method that the professional did. Because you make 4 million a day from that. So you can make around the same money in this game as in GTA 5 you can. But in GTA 5, things cost way more than here. Like, things are way more overpriced. Here, they're really cheaper than in Grand Theft Auto 5. So it's technically better pricing in this game than... You technically make more money for how much things cost in this game than in Grand Theft Auto 5. You make close to 1,000 mileage points, I do believe. We'll find out by the end of this race which mileage points you make. This is good. It's not as good as the mileage points grind I did in the previous video I did with the guy named OG. You make 700 or like 400 to 700 every under a minute, pretty much. Here it takes 12 minutes to do just under 1,000. So it's like that small oval mileage point grind is way better in mileage points. But in money wise, in credits, this is way better. This is my favorite mileage points. I mean, not mileage points. My favorite credits grind here in this game. Doesn't give you the most money. The Blue Moon Bay gives you more money than this. That could give you like 300,000 in 12 minutes or something like that. So that's like over a million hour, like 1.5 million or something like that. But the thing is, you need to have a $100,000 car, and you have to be a certain level to do that. This is pretty much early on in the game to make this money. You make only a third of it at a much lower level than you would be than you could do at Blue Moon Bay. It took me a while to get to that Blue Moon Bay level. Yeah. And that's way more harder than this. Compared to Blue Moon Bay is pretty easy. With the Aventador, it's pretty challenging. The best car to use is the Porsche 911 GT3 and RS and the McLaren F1. And that's the easiest car. Those are the easiest cars to use it. But I use the Aventador and it works. But it's pretty challenging. This is way easier. You just have to hold down R2 for about 2 minutes, and then you have to churn every 2 minutes, kind of. But This is pretty easy. Oh, I must spend out. Lose $50,000 from that, and that wouldn't be good. Okay, should be really. We should make a decent amount of money. We could buy a supercar with this money just from doing this once. Well, a Nissan GTR, which is not really a supercar, but you know, a high performance car. Exotic sports car, something like that. And cross the line. That was it. It was literally that easy. Just do this for 10 laps and you should make 508,000. Oh, that didn't make that much. 380 mileage points. Probably from 10 laps you make 1,000. That's still decent. You just do this, do 10 laps, and you should be able to upgrade a car pretty well. I think you need like 1,500 to 2,000 mileage points to upgrade a car. I could be wrong. This is not a mileage points grind. This is a credit grind. So, and yeah, and if you do want to do mileage, if you want to get a gift card, you just do 2 laps around here, and you should get your gift card, like your daily challenge, 20 marathon challenge, really easily in 12 minutes. Oh yeah, see, daily workout complete. Yeah, receive the gift card. Let's see what kind of card do I get? Knowing the game, I was gonna say, knowing the game, I will get the same car that I have already. I do have this car already, the Integra Type R. Damn, I hate that. I thought I was gonna get that Mazda. And this is, see this guy, Hammer, the corrupted disc. This is the Hammer Studios gaming guy over here. He's a really good YouTuber, and you know, makes, you know, he's a good GT Sport player, I guess. I could teach you about everything in the game, pretty much. And so yeah, that was the grind. See, I was at over 100,000. Now I'm at 324,000. Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of mileage points. I don't really tune that much. Only if I have to. I'm kind of a purist. I like stock cars in the game. I'm a stock car enthusiast. I'm not really into the tuning that much. I think kind of ruins the. It's not, you know, it defeats the purpose of the car. You know, like I like the cars to be in their original form, right? And you know, it kind of disrespects the manufacturer when they make especially a supercar. If someone tunes a supercar, it's pretty much like a sin in my eye. Like they 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 took uh, years and like lots of sweat and tears making that car. It takes a lot of time to make a supercar, and especially a hypercar. A lot of man hours. They have a lot of talented people that have to make these cars, and they're really well engineered. So it takes a lot of work to find out how to make these cars really fast. You know, also make the carbon fiber for the car. to make them really light and really aerodynamic as well. The body. You know, and it's kind of insulting when some. Well, I respect tuners, but I don't like them as much as exotics, like stock supercars. You know, people seem to kind of overly. Like Supra Mark IV Supra is a little bit overly. It's overrated. As in overrated, it's not the overrated that like it's liked too much. It's as in rated way too much more than it is. You know. I mean, it's not. It's a great car. It deserves to get all the attention. It's fast. Even stock, it beat its competitors. It beat the Italian exotics like the Ferrari F355. It was up there with that car, and that car was way more expensive than the Supra. Yeah, so it shows even in stock form. It's a good car. It's really fast for its time. It was up there with the supercars. 325 horsepower. That's around the same. It had less power than the F355, but it had more torque, and it had a faster 0 to 60. But saying it's completely super Garcilator is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Um, I mean, in a straight line, it's definitely a supercar contender, especially well, for its time, it was definitely a supercar. Not necessarily a slayer, but it was a contender with the supercars at the time, like the F355. And by modern day supercars, it doesn't really hold that well with modern day supercars. Like a McLaren Senna will beat the Supra, obviously, but then people think of the Supra as this super powerful 1,000 horsepower, like 500, 600, 700, even up to 1,000 horsepower, in some cases 2,000 horsepower Supras, and I think Mark IV Supra has that really fast, super fast car that could beat anything. That's not that's not really what the car was really built for. It was meant to be more like a sports car, cheaper alternative to a Ferrari, and to beat them, but not necessarily be completely out there. If 2,000 horsepower is kind of ridiculous. Of course, it's gonna beat a Ferrari. Or even modern day one, but a stock one wouldn't. People credit more like the tunability of the car, not the actual car itself. Not the car itself, more like how well you could tune it and make it fast. The car itself isn't that fast. It only has like 325 stock. Well, that's the reason why they tune them, because stock it would lose against a modern day supercar, or even a 10-year-old supercar like the SLR McLaren will beat the Supra Mark IV Supra around the track and in a straight line. So it kind of angers me that people kind of overly like to think of the Supra as like a god, like a supercar slayer, but and really it's not that. It's not that. It's not as. It's not as supercar slayer as it used to be, because it's an older car, the Mark IV Supra at least. It used to be when it was stock, but now you have to tune it, and it really kind of disappoints me and angers me that people say that they're so cocky about the Supra that it could be anything in a drag race. The thing is, you have to tune it to do that. A tuned Supra is a supercar slayer in a straight line. But stock one, no. And I also don't like the new Supra because the Mark IV Supra is a better Supra than the new one, obviously, because So 1990s, right? It had 325 horsepower, and the F355 had some 360 something, and that was way really close to a Ferrari at the time. And it did around the same performance figures, like 0 to 16 4.7 seconds, and the Ferrari did like 4.8 seconds, and that was faster than a Ferrari F355. Maybe not in top speed because it had a smaller engine and a smaller horsepower figure. It doesn't have a good top end, but acceleration wise, it beat, not probably, it did beat the Ferrari F355. And it wasn't just keeping up with it; it was also beating it in the 0 to 60 department. And around the track, probably most likely the F355 will win because it is mid-engined, it is a Ferrari, it is a proper um, supercar. And yeah, but now the new Supra, the Mark 5, some people like to call it the 2019-2021, is didn't involve that much. It only has 335 horsepower, only 10 more than the original. Not the original, I mean the predecessor of it, the Supercar Slayer. And now a flagship supercar, Ferrari, flagship V8 Ferrari has now the current one, the Ferrari 488 has 661 horsepower, and the new Supra only has 335. So it's like half the power of the 488. Then back in the day, it had only 10 less power, it had like 30 less power than the flagship V8 supercar made by Ferrari. So it's interesting. And there's no point in buying the new Supra because it's pretty much what the Z4 is. It's just the Z4 has better luxuries and better equipment, and it's probably faster than the Supra. I'm not sure about that, but it is better equipped. And the Supra is still like a Toyota. Like, I mean, the new one, not the old one. The old one is more iconic, but the new one is kind of not special. The Z4 still get that kind of status symbol feel to when you're driving. You're driving a BMW, and so just it may as well buy the BMW Z4 over the Supra because it's better equipped and it's a BMW. End of the day, you're driving a BMW, not just a Toyota. And if you want to drive a Supra, you'll just buy a Mark IV. That's the obviously more iconic. So it's not really. There's no really a point. They shouldn't even call it a Supra. They should have called it the GT86 or something. Like the new model. Because GT86 is a fun car, but it's kind of underpowered. 200 horsepower is not gonna cut it. I mean, it's fun to drive. It goes around the corners really fast. Well, quick. And that'd be nice. They should just call it the GT86 or something, or some kind of S version of it. I think that's just what I think. That's what Toyota should have done. It should have just been a GT86. And another things that really bother me about the new Supra is just like it has so much fake air vents, plasticky fake air vents. That's so annoying. And put actual function into them. And the old Supra didn't have any of the crap. It had actual air vents that worked. The new one doesn't. And also disappoints me that they put it in the game in this Gran Turismo Sport. I mean, they kind of have to. I mean, it has a Supra name, so they kind of do. But the game has the FT1, which is better than the Supra. The FT1 concept. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about the Supra You just get. Speaking of the devil, look at this Supra RZ. I just like exotics more, you know. There's something special about a Ferrari that a Supra or a Skyline just doesn't give me, you know, that kind of feeling. They have so much attention to detail, especially like Havira. It's so nice inside. It's so not necessarily luxurious, but like it's really high end and really high quality interior. And they're well engineered. They take multiple years to make. Well, every car takes multiple years, but they take sometimes decades to make. The LFA took like 10 years, I believe. Now, the LFA is a proper Supra. If they called the LFA like it was made by Toyota instead of Lexus, and they called that the Supra, that would have been a hit. That car fits the Supra better because it's actually a really good car. Sounds really good, but you know, it would that will also get some backlash because it has a V10 engine, not the 2JZ engine, something similar to that. I'm not sure what displacement the Supra Mark IV Supra. I'm actually going to check right now what displacement the Supra has. The Mark IV Supra has right now. Sorry if I repeat myself a couple of times because I don't know, I just have a habit of doing that. Not hobby. Why? Why? No. Okay, so A has a 3 liter engine. I'm not sure what kind of cylinder, how much cylinders it has. Probably a 6 cylinder. It might be inline six or something. But I don't know. To be honest with you, could be a V6. I don't know what engine it has. I just know it's a 3 liter, because you have to round up. I just do to a 3 liter. That's what Aston Martin does too. And you know, anyone could. Well, it takes some skill to tune a car properly, but not anyone could be Enzo Ferrari or Lamborghini or Henry Ford to make fantastic machines like the 458, the Huracan, or the Ford GT 40. Anyone could get a cheap beater car and tune that to like 600 horsepower. It's easier to tune a car than actually make like a really iconic race car or hypercar or supercar. I don't like that kind of feel to like supercars and stock cars in general. It's much harder to make a Senna than or a P1 than tuning a Supra. I have more respect for supercars like the Senna than a Supra, even though Supra is more not as digital. It's more driver focused, but just like these new like the supercars more. I'm a supercar fanboy. I'm not really into tuners that. I mean, the Skyline. That's my favorite tuner, and but because that car has really advanced stuff in it, like four-wheel drive, four-wheel steering, limited slip differential, and this in the screen like a display in it showing your stats, lap time, your G forces, your boost. It's really ahead of its time. It's more impressive, I would say, than the Supra is. It's faster on the track than the Supra because of its all-wheel drive system, not rear-wheel drive like the Supra is. And the Supra is more of a more brute. Like the engine is probably stronger. I'm not sure if the 2JZ is better than the RB26. I'm not sure it's better necessarily. It's just different. It's different. It's better in a different way than the RB26. Let's say the Skyline's engine is more consistent, probably. I don't know. But I like the Skyline over it. It's more closer to like a supercar than a normal car. It's more exotic than a Supra, I would say. So This tuner cars, people like tune cars, that'd be supercars, in drag races. They like the car, not as the actual car. They're more like it for its tuning capability, not the actual car itself. As cars, I would say, just stock a supercar will be better most of the time than an old '90s import. And that um that speech lasted longer than I wanted to be saying the reason why I'm not a fan of the Supra. I like supercars more. Even though Supra it's tuned Supra could beat a supercar. I still like supercars more because they're fast enough for the average person, You don't really need to do a quarter mile in 7 seconds. I would say 10 seconds will do for me. Or even 11 or 12. That's fast enough for me. And the car has creature comfort, it has all kinds of electronics, it has all kinds of features, silent navigation, heating, comfortableness. The car is really easy to drive. It's more refined, more civilized than a Supra or even a Skyline is. But if you want a Supra, you get the normal, like the Mark IV, not get this new one, because this kind of British people would say kind of rubbish. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of that grinding, that special stage route X video. This is and the this may have been kind of controversial. This last 20 minutes, just me ranting about the Supra, and yeah, probably annoyed a lot of people. And I'm not even playing the game. I should be. Let's let's check out how much. No, I think I know how much it cost of F1. I want to get the McLaren F1 in the game. I want to unlock that. So I think I'm gonna end this live stream right now. This video is probably not gonna be liked by a lot of people because it's kind of weird. I barely did any gameplay. Kind of just boasted about the Supra, but it made the 12-minute actual gameplay kind of misleading. But I'm just trying YouTube out. This is my fourth video making on this platform, so I'm just starting out. So it might be kind of bad. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy the stream, and I'll stop broadcasting. I might start broadcasting later, probably today, or might be done for the day. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna make probably GTA 5 video in 20 minutes or something. I don't know. I'm gonna stop this live stream because I don't know. I don't want you guys to stay sitting there in under 20 minutes. Okay. Have a good day.